126th state of the puppet nation.
Let's get it on. This week, Cyril Ramaphosa wants more black business.
That sounds like progress.
Jacob Zuma wants your prayers.
Amen.
And Hillary Clinton wants a well-behaved bear.
Ready? All this and more. But first, this. Chief Justice Mogoeng has ruled. Zuma failed to do his presidential duty and must pay back the money.
Guys, anyone? we seem to be having a small problem. Hello, Pravin?
350 million rocks per month.
Hello, Vladimir. Hello, Gwede. What's this singing I'm hearing? Wait, it can't be. No, not yet, that lady. No!
Death toll for this year's Easter weekend is down from 2015.
Police believe this was due to motorists listening to road safety campaigns.
Better than that, we all know.
You think it was your Easter bunnies?
No, but isn't he cute?
What do you think reduced the road deaths then?
Too poor to travel. Most South Africans are.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
You don't die on the roads if you don't go on the roads, Justice.
I guess not, so yay?
Yay, indeed.
More tragic deaths have occurred around the world this week in numerous terror attacks.
In Iraq, in Pakistan, the tragedies just keep happening.
This is why we should ban Muslims.
Mr. Trump, surely you realize that the vast majority of people killed by ISIS are themselves Muslims?
Great. Maybe we can employ ISIS to sort this mess out for us, like Putin is letting Assad sort out Syria. Very sensible man, Putin.
Don't you think it's crass and insensitive to respond to death and tragedy with such hatred?
My people vote for me because I'm crass and insensitive. That's what America needs right now. None of this touchy-feely nonsense. Bomb the crap out of ISIS.
And what about all those Americans who fear they'll have to flee the country if you become president? That may become refugees themselves?
Good. Saves me bussing them out.
Are we sure he isn't an evil robot or the villain in a Bond movie?
Nope, he's really real. Zuma has a 7-point plan for South Africa.
Who's he with now?
Oh, well, he's not technically with anyone.
So his plan for South Africa is going to work how exactly?
I am so glad you asked. You see these hyenas here?
Yes?
We must defend South Africa from them and the kleptocratic capitalist order.
Wait, which one is Whoopi Goldberg again?
We need the public protector to be free to do battle.
Hang on. Is truly Pumbaa?
Who are the lions and are the ANC the lions?
I think we are the lions, Justice.
You must take this seriously. We must fight against Guptarization.
Speculation continues about the Gupta family and their ties to President Jacob Zuma.
The Gupta brothers have finally spoken out, calling the accusations against them hate speech and xenophobic.
We are very happy to be here. It is a very nice place. Too very nice. We might even have to buy it. We really should buy it. We could make it look very nice, add a few things here and there. They will like it better when we are the boss. It will be great.
Puppet Nation is not for sale.
Everything is for sale. You'll be happier. You will win more awards. Well, you better. You! Yes, you! You need to move to the left.
No, I'm fine right here.
And do more stories on Casper Nyovest. He is very...
He's not actual news right now, so no.
But everybody likes hip-hop, guys. Everybody who works for us likes what we tell them to like. And then move to the left.
No, I'm not moving left.
I think this one is going to be very difficult. Nothing is difficult. And we are great. Move left.
No!
Goodbye now.
Wait!
No thanks, goodbye.
Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa has promised that government will spend millions on black businesses in the coming years.
He said that white business has controlled the South African economy for far too long.
The ANC urges black business to bring their business ideas to the ANC.
This is not a new promise. The ANC government has pledged billions to black economic empowerment before.
What makes this promise different?
This time we have an actual plan. And a register.
A register?
Oh, yes. Those who donate to the ANC municipal election campaign will get support from the ANC.
That sounds like blackmail.
No, That sounds like progress. Just think how wonderful it will be when black people make more products.
That would be wonderful, but they
Just imagine if black people had invented the robots.
We did.
Of course. And imagine if something life-saving like pacemakers had been invented by black people.
They were.
What about Facebook? If that was a black invention, then there wouldn't be a friend limit. You could have more than 5,000 friends.
Okay.
Why would anyone want that?
Because we are popular. What about 3D films, or gas masks, or the elevator?
All black inventions.
What about beer? If black people had invented beer, there would be no such things as hangovers.
But only if they support the ANC.
Well, of course. What is an invention without the ANC?
Have you invested any of your own money in black business?
Of course, yes.
Yes, like who?
Too many to mention in this very short interview. Vote ANC and buy my yogurt.
Despite the presidency's claim that they have no recollection of former ANC MP Fakey Mentor, former President Thabo Mbeki remembers her clearly.
Former President Mbeki recalled Mentor as a valued ANC MP and activist. He also had things to say about the Gupta family.
I remember many things and many people from my time as the president. From the primrose sunsets when I first took office to the grey skies when I left.
Great. Do you remember the Guptas and their involvement in the running of the country?
Of course, I have heard this name before, and I'm very busy writing a letter to clarify my views and opinions on this matter and so on and stuff like that.
So you do know the Guptas?
I know I have many things to say on the topic, and I'm writing the letter right now to say those things.
But did you know of the Gupta family?
Or have any dealings with them?
Wonderfully put questions, which I will be sure to address as soon as the letter is made public.
And when will that be?
It takes me an average about 24 to 46 months to describe the perfect response, sometimes a bit longer when the response is complex and so on.
So, yes.
It will take you years to answer this question?
Any question, really? The rolling hills of Africa do not answer to the calls of the winds immediately. It takes time. So do my letters.
The controversy around the Guptas continues, and numerous people are calling for the president's resignation.
Jacob Zuma, meanwhile, is asking us to pray for him.
Amen.
Mr. President, I do understand that you're a religious man, but surely you have a more political response to everything that's happening?
As I understand it, the people are concerned that the Guptas are too close to power.
Specifically, too close to you.
But I told everyone, I didn't let them in. They were already here. Like when you buy a house and it already has mice. You are not to blame if you let them eat the cheese.
Are you comparing the finance ministry to cheese?
But you know who else is too close to power in this country? Satan!
So you said.
Drug problems? Satan. Gang violence? Satan. Why is no one chanting, Satan must fall?
I'm sure you could get Archie in on that hashtag.
But remember, I did not let him in when I bought this house.
Wait, you bought the presidency?
No, Justice. It is an analogy.
Satan's a mouse?
Just pray for us, okay?
Debora?
Yes.
Did I tell you I'm leaving?
What?
I took a job with PN at 7. This is my last news desk with you, Debora.
But what? No, you can't leave. Don't leave me, Justice. Don't go over to the dark side.
April Fool! I'm not going anywhere, Debora. Nice to know how much you love me, though.
You're a dick sometimes.
No! Don't leave me, Justice! Don't go! I can't live without you by my side! That's how you sound, Debora. A man under a lot of pressure right now is ANC Secretary General Gwede Mantashe.
Mantashe has warned that the country runs the risk of being run by the mafia.
No. Forget about it.
Forget about what?
No. Forget about it. I'm just practicing for when I have to answer to mob bosses. I don't want to sleep with the fishes. I don't like fish.
Surely the mafia that you are warning us about is a figurative way of talking about families with extreme power having too much influence?
Families that rhyme with Zupta, maybe?
No. Forget about it. Don't you know the mafia is American? And we all know the Americans are trying to take over the country.
Not this again.
ANC, together we can make you an offer you can't refuse. No, we don't need any more cannolis. We are good. Forget about it.
What is the solution you see for this country?
All I know is never hate your enemies. It affects your judgment.
So you mean the DA?
Or Malema?
No. Forget about it. I've already said too much.
The hunt for the best nuclear deal continues as Energy Minister Joemat-Petterson considers the United States.
The real question is, are they better than Russia? Only time will tell.
America is most fabulous.
Is that George Clooney?
Yes, my guy George has been showing me the wonderful things that they have to offer.
What does he know about the nuclear deal?
What nuclear deal?
It's so nice here with their flavored coffee and very tall men.
I am kind of tall.
Yes, you are. And don't forget the delicious food. My jeans don't fit anymore, but I'm loving it.
But what about the American deal will help our nuclear power?
Oh no, Justice. In America, they don't say nuclear power, they call it power. Because everything else is crap and not worth mentioning.
Are they giving us George Clooney as part of the deal? Because I have no objections to that.
Amongst other things, we will be getting Hollywood, which we will change to Jollywood, but only for 2 months, and then we have to give it back.
How's that a good thing?
And because I asked nicely, they will also let us store our own nuclear waste, and theirs too, at no extra cost.
Wait, that's not good.
Jacob will get a nice plane. I will get free passes to Disneyland for the rest of my life. What could be better?
A deal where our country gets power for reasonable price without getting screwed over?
Well, there's that. But Disneyland is much better.
An actual Mickey Mouse deal.
Saru have finally found a replacement for Springbok coach Heineke Meyer.
After a well-fought World Cup and failing to meet their transformation quotas for the
I'm
year.
ready to go.
Oh, it's not you, Devi.
But it must be. Devi is the best man for the job.
It's still not you.
Just let Devi do his job and show the Bokke how to stop being like hippos in tutus and actually win. Devi is still the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there will ever be.
That's very unfair. You know I was the best coach. It still hurts to think about it.
Coach isn't you either, Mr. Heineke Meyer.
Cock, man. Everyone knows Devi led the boys across the Rubicon and into the manor and into the winner's circle even sometimes.
Yeah, die manne. This new guy will never be able to put together a squad like I could, with Pockies and Victor.
Cock, Brad. You lost more games than a blind man playing poker with Oscar.
You were fired. I walked away gracefully and I could just as easily walk
You don't
back.
have a leg to stand on.
Guys, no one wants either of you.
You're a fucking quitter. Devi will never quit. Devi loves the Bokke like the Lord loves the lion that ate Daniel in the sea of the whale on the back of a donkey riding into Jerusalem.
That's not true. I love them more. You know, because I let them go. If you love someone, you must let them spread their wings
The
and stuff.
Bokke deserve a coach like Devi.
No one deserves that. I'm the coach they
No,
deserve.
me.
No, me.
So, who's the new guy?
Okay. No,
I
me.
don't
It's
even wanna
me,
know.
Coach Devi. It's
There's
me.
no I in team.
The Proteas took on Sri Lanka in their final World 2020 match this week.
I'm going to keep my eyes open and pretend I care while you carry on.
The boys have had a rough time losing hopes of being in the final early on.
Yeah, we weren't the best team on the day a few times during the series, but we managed to turn that around and be the best team on the day against Sri Lanka.
Does Sri Lanka suck?
No, No, they're a great squad.
So how did you beat them so convincingly?
The boys pulled together and worked as a team on the day.
Why didn't you do that before on the day?
We tried, but clearly the other team was the best team on the other days. And the boys...
Losers! This was your last chance to remove yourselves from the League of Losers and plant yourselves firmly in the stratosphere of the winners!
We did win on the day.
Good! This is not a place for losers! Losers must fall! All of you!
You're going to get rid of the whole team?
That is a wonderful idea! Yes! I will get rid of all of the whole team!
What if they fell victim to match fixing? There have been allegations of match fixing in this tournament.
Match fixing must also fall! But on second thoughts, not the whole team, just the white guys. I've got to get these quarters in. You can stay. I like your beard. It has razzmatazz! How often do you have to have the haircut for the beard?
You know, if you leave, I could just get Rian to do the news with me.
That's not what you said earlier. Oh, Justice. Oh, don't leave me. I'm so
In
sad.
fact, Rian is looking more attractive by the minute. Let's cross to him now.
Hello, Deborah. Hello, Justice. And how are you two splendid bundles of joy this lovely evening?
Fantastic. Thanks, Rian. And you seem to be doing well yourself.
Never better, Justice. I've been hard at work on my gym routine, so I feel fit as a fiddle.
I never thought of you as the type to go to gym, Rian.
Not usually, Deborah, but I've been trying to put on a little extra bulk.
And how is that coming along?
Not exactly brilliantly, Justice. I feel much fitter, but I look and weigh exactly the same as I always have.
Maybe you need to give it more time.
My trainer said he's never seen anything like it. Last time he weighed me and saw no change. I think he actually cried a bit. Ach, foei toch.
Don't worry about it, Rian. You look absolutely fine to be just the way you are.
Thank you, Deborah. So nice of you to say.
So, when are you taking us today?
Well, Deborah, this is exciting because this evening we turn to a largely forgotten part of South African history, the founding of the short-lived Boer Republic of Goshen.
Gosh.
No,
No, Rian. I meant gosh.
Oh, I know. Let me take you back. Good evening, goeienaand. Today was an historic day sure to be remembered for a long time by Afrikaners as the birth date of a new nation. The Republic of Goshen was founded by a group of farmers in a small area to the west of the Transvaal. Joining us from the presidential residence, actually a tent in the veld, from the nation's capital of Rooigrond, actually a farmstead, is Goshen's first president, Nicolaas Claudius Gay van Pitius. Actually, a farmer.
Good evening, Rian. Welcome to my humble abode.
Vruggies, so modest. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you, Rian. And please know that you'll always be welcome in the state of Goshen if you don't mind roughing it up a little.
Thank you, sir. Now, could you tell me a little bit about your country?
Well, Rian, yes, I can tell you a little bit because there's only a little bit to tell. We have this lovely flag, which I personally designed. Our motto is Armed and Justified, which we hope will scare the hell out of the British. And most of us live in huts and tents, which perhaps not all that scary. The weather's nice.
Mr. President, may I ask why you decided to declare yourselves an independent state?
Because we want to be independent of the bloody British. If we don't declare ourselves independent, their expansionist nonsense will lead them right to our land and they'll take it away from us.
But you don't have an army, so couldn't the British just do that anyway?
Yeah,
And now that you've declared yourself an independent nation, haven't you just drawn attention to yourself and angered them?
Well,
Wel, ja, daar het ons dit. A new nation in our ever-expanding subcontinent. Let's hope they develop and grow into a prosperous and peaceful country.
Didn't I just tell you we're armed and gutful?
Hello and welcome to Fikila Explains with me, Fikila Mbalula, Minister of Sport and Razzmatazz! Today, we are going to learn about my favorite TV show right now, the US elections. For this, I will need a Trump wig, my Feel the Pen t-shirt, and I also have a very informative map of the USA. It looks so razzmatazzy with all those colors. And now, let me explain. First of all, Donald Trump is a real person who says things like Mexicans are rapists and women bleed. He is my most fun character on the show. There are two democratically minded candidates. The one with the crazy hair, Penny, sick and tired. And the one who was married to the other president before, she's a woman. Right now, it's the opening rounds called primaries, which is like the first auditions before judges' houses. Some states have caucuses, which are like primaries, except instead of a voting booth, you have a party. Yes. Whoops. Like idols, you need to get votes to win. For the Republicans, it's 1,237. For the Democrats, it's 2,383. Maybe because democracy is better. Viva democracy, viva! The season finale is in November when we find out who's gonna win America! Which brings me to the final thing you need to enjoy this recreational leisure pursuit of the US elections. Popcorn! My money is on the blue team. Not most of my money. My money.
No matter how complex things get in South African politics, there's one thing I can be grateful for week after week.
That we have the best constitution in the world?
Well, sure, that, but I was thinking that Donald Trump isn't running to be president of this country.
Yay!
Yay!
Let's cross to Scott at our Washington desk to hear how the US is coping.
And everybody's still talking about Bernie Sanders, the tiny feather creature that alighted on Bernie's podium and stole the hearts of millions. It's the kind of publicity you just can't plan.
Okay, now, when I say fills us with hope, I'm gonna gracefully hold out my hand and you're gonna land on it. Ready? Great. Fills us with hope. That's your cue. Listen, Feathers McDisease Face, I need this. Bernie's winning votes. If he has a bird, I need a better bird. You feel me? Now, fills us with hope.
Meanwhile, the Republicans have a woman problem. Neither Cruz nor Trump are doing particularly well with female voters, with Trump scoring negatively with nearly 80% of them. It's because all the blood inside them is welling up and cutting off the oxygen to their brains. That's really not how science works. Anyway, broads are easy. This'll be great. I got chocolates, I got flowers. Women, you all look like you lost weight when I squint like this. Oh, and that color really brings out your eyes, which distracts from your chin. Remember, Trump is great, he's the best. And that's how it's done. You think that'll win you the female vote? The pretty one, sure. I don't know for sure, but I've been told that the hairy man-hating feminist lesbians might not like me whatever I do. But they can be shot alongside the Muslims and the Mexicans. Has Trump done enough to win the votes of pretty women? Is Bernie doing well because he hypnotized a socialist bird? Who will express their hatred for Ted Cruz next? Join us next week for more.
Fortune magazine asked the public to vote for the best world leaders, and once again, the public proved its ignorance.
Number one on the list was a founder and CEO of Amazon.
A guy who sells stuff.
And in second place, German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
Because clearly putting a woman in first place is ridiculous to them. Congratulations, Miss Merkel.
Congratulations. Why? What for? My birthday's in July.
On being voted one of the greatest world leaders in 2016.
Oh, greatest? Really? I'm just doing my job.
Very, very well.
I just do it. It's not very difficult, but it's a lot of work, and I do my work. I hope others do their work so they can be voted for these things and I can get on with my job.
You're the greatest female world leader at the moment, and we think that's great.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I'm a woman. I work. All over the world, many women are working, doing their jobs.
And we will let you get back to it.
About bloody time. It's a lot of work to do.
Debora, you should work that hard.
Trust me, I do.
So there you have it, folks. A mafia of hyenas is trying to take over South Africa. But that's okay, because soon we'll have better Springboks and more nuclear energy.
This has been the 126th state of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Bye. But don't worry, Debora. I'm not really leaving you. I'm staying you. You don't have to cry. You don't need to break down and sob and beg me on your knees and be all depressed.
You know what?
for the-
Fuck off.
Well,